Alright, this is going to be my March empties video, and I'm just going to go through and show you the products that I have finished up for the month of March. Now, I didn't finish all these products start to finish in March. I have been working on some of these for a very long time. This took a very large chunk of my focus this month, and these are some of the products from the Finish 7 by Spring. I don't have all of them here, just the ones that I finished up in March, so you can kind of see where my attention was. So first off, I have the Buxom Little Mini Lipstick in Nudist, and it was a really sheer lipstick. That is it right there. It was a nice nude, but I wish that it was a little bit more opaque, but anyway, there's that one. And then I also have this MAC lipstick. This is one of their cream sheen lipsticks. This is Peach Blossom. This is a very nice lipstick. If you're looking for kind of a corally peachy lipstick, this one is definitely high up on my list. It's pretty stunning. Let me see if I can get you a little swatch here. And it's shiny, it's moisturizing. There it is there on my hand. You can kind of see it. I think this is just the perfect spring shade, hands down. I also finished off a blush. This is the Clinique Blushing Blush Powder Blush in the shade Cupid. Well, it was in the shade Cupid. That is the inside of the blush there. This was just a, like a 2-gram blush from Clinique. And then I have another Clinique product. This is their Butter Shine lipstick. This one is in the shade Baby Baby. It looks really dark in the tube. That is a swatch of Baby Baby right there. This is one of my favorite kind of, sheer lipsticks just because it almost looks like a gloss. And it does have some, kind of micro shimmer within it, but it's not gritty at all. It's definitely on my radar for repurchase in the future. I absolutely love this one. Probably one of the most amazing empties that I've ever had. I felt so accomplished when I used this up. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. This is the main reason why I was adding in the products from my Finish 7 by Spring, because I am so proud of this product. I'm so proud that I was able to finish this off. I worked my butt off on this one. I was using this as a cheek highlighter, the inner corner of the eyes. I'd run it down the center of my face. I'd use it as an eyeshadow all over the lid. I could even dust a little right on my collarbone. Absolutely love this highlighter, and I do have, well, I think technically it's considered a bronzer, but I do have a backup already, so I don't need to go out and purchase that, but I totally would if I didn't have another one of those. I also finished off the Too Faced La Creme lipstick, is that what these are called? It's in Marshmallow Bunny, and I actually picked up Marshmallow Bunny because I was after a different lipstick and they didn't have it. That is the shade of this lipstick. It's a really bright kind of corally pink shade. There it is right there on my hands. On to other products. This is the Dr. Jart Beauty Balm. This is the BB Dissapore. This has a SPF of 30. I thought this was decent, but this was a little bit dark for me, so I probably will not be purchasing this. It did come with a decent amount of product in here for a little sample. I was quite surprised. This was a sample of the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15, and I've actually had the Pro Longwear Concealer in the full size in NW20, and I finished that off last year in a Project Pan, but I just had a little sample of this, and I think part of the reason why I didn't enjoy that concealer last year was because it was in the wrong shade, and so I think I might purchase the Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15. It could just match a little bit better, and I think that might be why I enjoyed using it for the little sample size. I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sure on that. This is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. And no, this one isn't finished. You can kind of see where the product is used up in there. I've actually used like a third of the product in here, but I pulled it out to use, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but the cap on here is cracked all the way right there. It's cracked on this side over here too, and on this edge right here. So I'm not sure how that happened, but I went to pull it out, and I don't know if air is just getting in here it smells off. I mean, it doesn't smell like sour or anything, but I definitely think that this is, it's not. I do not want to put this on my face, and especially not underneath my eyes since it smells so weird. So I'm just gonna toss that one. I got it on sale when I got it anyway, so it was only about $2, so I'm okay with that one going away. The next product is a Kat Von D eyeliner. This is the Saint eyeliner in the shade Trooper, and this one is not the same eyeliner that's sold at Sephora now that is her brush tipped one. This one actually has a felt tip point, and it just dries up. It skips over eyeshadow when I have eyeshadow down, and I try and run this on the upper lash line. It's nice for doing a wing, but if I can't run it along my upper lash line, there's no, it doesn't, no. It's just kind of a bummer that this doesn't function as well as her other eyeliner. I really wish it would, but this one just, it's drying out. It doesn't come out as pigmented as it used to, so this one's just going in the trash. I finished off a MAC Fix Plus. I'm kind of bummed about this. I haven't been able to repurchase it since I'm on a no-buy. Well, that technically ended April 1st. Now I can actually go out and repurchase another one of these. I've been out of the Fix Plus for a little while now. I do know that they've changed the packaging on it, and I think the new packaging looks a little bit prettier, so I'm excited to pick up another one of these. I have the Lush Popcorn Lip Scrub. This one actually made it into my favorites for, I believe it was November, and I had no idea that this was a permanent lip scrub. I always hear people talking about the Mint Julep one, and there's another one that people talk about. I can't remember what that one is, but I'd never heard anybody talk about this one before. Now, it's not completely finished up in there, but I went to pull it out 3 or 4 days ago, and that's all I have left in there, so I've used up the majority of it, but it's actually expired, and I had no idea. I didn't even think to look on here for an expiration date for a lip scrub, but it's expired. I feel kind of funny putting that on my lips so close to my mouth, so I'm just going to toss this one, even though there's a teeny bit left in here. I do really like this. I do have one that I'm using right now, so as soon as that one's finished up, it's about, 3/4 of the way done too, so as soon as that one's used up, I'll probably end up purchasing another one of these. I have some face products here. So first off, I have the Pacifica Natural Skincare Purify Coconut Water Cleansing Wipes. These are their kind of makeup remover cleansing towelettes from Pacifica. I really enjoy the scent on these makeup wipes. Now, it does have this plastic closure here, but the wipes in here only stay saturated for about half the package, even though I do store them upside down, so all of the liquid in here is going down towards the one that you pull out, but it really only stays saturated about halfway through the pack. I do have about 5 or 6 of these left since my Target did have them on sale for $1.78 for like 6 months for some reason. I don't know if they just had them priced wrong, but I just kept stocking up on them. But I think they've actually changed the price now, so it's kind of a bummer, but I do have a little bit of a back stock. I don't need to repurchase these. I think I'm going to put the rest of my makeup wipes from Pacifica in a Ziploc bag and then see if that helps them stay a little bit more saturated throughout the whole pack instead of just half of it. I also have a pack of these Equate Refreshing Cucumber and Green Tea wipes. Now, my Walmart doesn't always have these. I like to have these on hand because you get, 80 wipes in here for like $1.50 or something. And if these makeup wipes weren't on sale, these are like $7.99, $8.99, and you only get 30 of them. The difference in the cost for a pack of regular makeup wipes is insane. I use these to take off swatches after I'm done putting my makeup on. Sometimes I make a really big mess on the counter, so I can wipe off the counter where I put my makeup on. Sometimes if I'm in a pinch, I can use these to take off my makeup off my face and then cleanse my face. So these are really nice to have on hand, and the cucumber and green tea scent, the refreshing ones, these are my absolute favorite. I repurchase these every single month. The Clinique Take the Day Off Makeup Remover, this is for lids, lashes, and lips. I love this makeup remover. I have probably 3 or 4 makeup removers that I need to go through before I can repurchase this, but I love this. This is one of my top 3 favorite eye makeup removers. This one is definitely fantastic and definite repurchase. I have the Lush Cosmetic Warrior Fresh Face Mask. I think they're about $5.99 to $7.99, somewhere around there. But if you save these pots and you take in, how many is it, 5? Yes, if you take in 5 of these pots, and they'll give you a free face mask. So this one smelled like garlic. This says, don't let your skin's bad temper get you down. Cleanse and soothe troubled skin with garlic, tea tree, and kaolin. Now, if this didn't have the garlic scent, I would be all for this, but I just can't get over the garlic scent on this. I probably would never repurchase this one again. I think they have a blueberry catastrophe. I think I'm gonna try that one next. I'm just kind of dabbling between them to see which one I like the best. So far, I really like the lettuce one. I can't remember what its full name is, but it's something lettuce. So anyway, there's that one. I definitely would never repurchase that one again, just for the scent. And then I have the Eco Beauty Good Day Moisturizer from La Fresh Group. That is what it looks like there. This looks like a really small foil packet, but it actually had half of a fluid ounce in here. I really enjoyed the packaging. I felt like I got every last drop out of here. I don't have to cut it open to get the rest out. This was pretty nice. I also have the Caudalie Premier Crew Eye Cream. It's just a little sample like this. I really wasn't impressed with this. I didn't feel like it did anything amazing. Definitely not anything to justify the price tag, so I would definitely skip on purchasing that. This one was nice though. This is the Jack Black Face Buff Energizing Scrub. This has vitamin C and menthol in it. I actually really enjoyed this. I used the Clinique men's face scrub to scrub my face. That sounds weird, but I prefer the men's face scrub over the women's. I just feel like it does a better job with exfoliating. I really enjoy a manual exfoliator, but I mean, this one was nice. This definitely rivals my Clinique one, so if for any reason I can't pick up my Clinique one, I would definitely pick up the Jack Black. I did not like this one. This is the Red Flower Nature Illuminating Rose Collagen Renewal Face Serum. I was not a fan of this. This smelled really bad. This was incredibly overpowering. It smelled very floral. And I don't mind a light floral scent, something really subtle. This was way overpowering. It was bad. It clashed with my perfume. It was awful. I usually try not to be that negative about a product, but this one was just, oh, it was bad. Oh, and stank. Here is the Velvet Sugar Shea and Vitamin E Shower Gel from Bath & Body Works. I actually really enjoyed using this. I'm typically a bar soap kind of a girl. I'm not really big on body washes or shower gels, but it smelled really sweet. If you like an incredibly sweet scent, definitely check out Velvet Sugar. Here is a juicy perfume. This one is Hollywood Royal. This one was pretty nice. I really enjoyed this one. I think I got this from Birchbox or Ipsy. Maybe it was Ipsy. I think that one was Ipsy. And then this is the Giorgio Armani C perfume. This one was nice. I probably wouldn't purchase this in the full size just because I prefer something a little sweeter. So, I mean, it was a sweet perfume, but I prefer something a little bit more like candy sweet or fruity sweet, so I'll skip on that one. This one was fantastic. I absolutely love this. This is a new find for me. Like in the past 6 months, I just had this. This is the Ralph Lauren No. 2 perfume. I'm not entirely sure if this has like a specific name or something. This was the 0.5 fluid ounce bottle. I really enjoyed this. I actually poured this into my little atomizer thing because I don't like using the little daughter. It drives me nuts. So anyway, there was that one. And then I have some nail polishes here. I have a project polish that I've been doing since December 14th. I'm doing it the entire year, and what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to finish off as many nail polishes as I can this year. I initially picked out 6, and I'm just adding in replacements as I finish them up. So this past month I finished off 2 MAC nail polishes. This one is their cream formula in Comic Cute. This was a really beautiful color. I really enjoyed this one a lot. My husband got this one for me for one of our anniversaries, I believe. This is the MAC polish in Alfredo, and this one is also a cream. So that is that one there. This one was a really sheer formula. This one wasn't my favorite formula, but it was really nice to layer over some other polishes, especially blue polishes. And then this one's really sad. I tried to revive it, but it is gone. It's so hard and glooped up. I can't even revive it with thinner. The product is about right there. It's about halfway in the container here. This is the Julie G textured nail color. This one was in Sleigh Ride. If they still have this at my Rite Aid, I'm going to pick it back up because it is a beautiful color. I love this one for this spring and summer last year. I used a ton of this, so I will definitely repurchase this one if I can find it. If not, I'm going to be really bummed out. I have a nail polish remover since I've been painting my nails a lot more frequently. This is the Cutex Strengthening Nail Polish Remover. I don't know. I really like the Cutex brand in general. I don't really see a difference between the different lines of their removers, so any Cutex polish I really enjoy. Here is a pack of cotton balls. These are the jumbo size. There was 100 in here, and I just use these to take off the nail polish from my nails. I like to purchase cheap cotton for taking off nail polish because I do have the Shiseido cotton squares, the little cotton pads for my eyes, and I definitely don't want to be using those on my nails. So this is the Paul Mitchell Flexible Style Spray Wax. This took me a really long time to use up. I'm glad it's finally finished. This is expensive for what it is, and you really can't use a lot of it. You have to use a very small amount or else your hair will almost give off the appearance of being greasy, even if you just washed it. So this would probably suit somebody better with shorter hair. And then I have the L'Oreal Oleotherapy Sulfate-Free System. This is the oil-infused conditioner. I just used this kind of like a hair mask before I got into the shower. This is supposed to be for dull, dry, or damaged hair. I really liked the scent on this conditioner. So this one's actually paraben-free. My absolute favorite dry shampoo, the Clarins Laboratories Dry Shampoo. This stuff is fantastic. This is my #1 dry shampoo. Love this stuff. I actually have purchased the full size through Birchbox with my Birchbox points before, so even though the full size is $20, I get it for free when I trade in my Birchbox points. This one also came from Birchbox. This is the Beauty Protector Protect and Detangle Leave-In Conditioner. I've had a sample of this before. I'm not quite sure where I got it from because Birchbox doesn't repeat their samples, so it was kind of strange, but this stuff smelled so freaking good. I think I might pick up some of this with my Birchbox points. I don't know. I can't decide. I really enjoy the It's a 10 leave-in conditioner, but this one smells so good, and I feel like it works almost the same. And you get way more product with the Beauty Protector than you do with the It's a 10. This is the VO5 Hot Oil Therapy. It's one of their conditioning treatments. I use these before I get into the shower. It's just a nice product. Keeps your hair looking nice. I use these every couple of weeks. Sometimes I remember to throw them in to my Empties video. Sometimes I forget. Here is the Eva NYC Up All Night Volumizing Spray. I prefer the It's a 10 Volumizing Spray to this one. I just felt like I went through this one incredibly fast, and I don't feel like it did as good of a job as the It's a 10 one did. So I'm not going to pick that one up in the full size. I think I got that from Ipsy. Here is the one and only Island Essentials Awapui Intensive Treatment. This is silicone free and it repairs and strengthens. This is just like a deep repair mask. I think this came from Sally's. I think I have a couple more products from this brand, so you'll probably be seeing these in the future. This is the Dove Advanced Hair Series Oxygen Moisture Conditioner, and I actually used this one twice, I believe, and then I used this to condition some of my makeup brushes, so it was alright. I probably would never purchase this in the full size. I have another hair dye. I just touched up my roots. I pick up the Revlon Color Silk hair dyes because they're about $2.98 at my Walmart, so it's under $3 to touch up my roots, which I think is awesome. This is in the shade number 34, which is deep burgundy. It comes off really dark, but it does give off that cast of plum or purple when you're out in the sun, so I really do enjoy this. And then I have 2 foil packets of kind of deep conditioners. They're both from Garnier Fructis. This one is the Strength Reconstructing Butter. This is the Phytokeratin Complex. This is called their Damage Eraser. This was decent. I would consider purchasing this in the full size, but this probably would be one that I would switch out with other ones. This one is the Triple Moisture 3-Minute Undo Dryness Reversal Treatment. This one was okay. I don't remember anything fantastic about this one, so I probably wouldn't pick this one up, but I would pick up the butter, the Damage Eraser butter. I have a gazillion lotions here, as usual. This is the Bath & Body Works Cashmere Glow. This is just the regular body lotion. You know, since they changed the formula, since they reformulated these, I think the formula on these is fantastic. It makes my skin soft. It doesn't hydrate as long as their, you know, the triple moisture body creams or whatever they are in the tubes, but this is a nice formula now. I would totally purchase these bottles in the future. Oh, and I do love the Cashmere Glow scent. It's one of my favorites from Bath & Body Works. The Twilight Woods lotion from Bath & Body Works. I really enjoyed this too. This was actually the first time for me to use the Twilight Woods scent from Bath & Body Works, and I thought it was nice. It was really subtle, I felt like, so it wasn't too overpowering. It was really pleasant. I would consider purchasing this in maybe the fall time. This one is the Intensive Healing Hand Cream. This one was a really awesome hand cream. This stuff was fantastic. I would definitely purchase this again in the future. I just have so many hand creams in my purse right now that I'm trying to work through them, but definite repurchase in the future. Here is a Suave Advanced Therapy Body Lotion. Just a little mini travel size. It was okay. It was a little bit more thin than I prefer, so definitely wouldn't be repurchasing that one in the future. I had the little mini guy here of the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This is the Sheer Hydration. So with that, it was quite sheer. I didn't feel like it moisturized as well as some of my other lotions, so it was nice to have in my purse. It's the perfect size for the purse, but I probably wouldn't purchase the full size. I do have another little mini sample of this that I'm working on right now. Two more lotions. This is the Bliss Grapefruit and Aloe Body Butter. Oh my goodness, this stuff, the scent on this was too much for me. It was very intense. It was very strong. Definitely don't like the grapefruit in here. I would not repurchase that one. This is the Temple Spa Peace Be Still Calming Face and Body Balm. I just use this on my hands. Definitely wouldn't purchase this in the full size. I think it's over $20 for the full size of this. No, it was very fragranced. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It did sink in quickly, but it had essential oils including lemon, nutmeg, orange, and lavender. Citrus and lavender, I don't really feel like they meshed well. This is just the package from a Lush massage bar. This one was actually the Hottie Bar. I love the Hottie Bars. I repurchase the massage bars all the time. I use the massage bars in place of a body moisturizer sometimes, and sometimes I use them for back massages. I have two Bath & Body Works soaps here. This one is the Love Peach Enjoy. Oh my goodness, if they come out with this one next year, I'm picking up like 10 of these. This has peach nectar, mandarin blossom, and vanilla cream. I can't believe how good this was. I'm really kind of sad that that one's gone. This is the golden apricot. I really enjoyed this one too. So 2 wins. If I see this one, I'd totally pick it up again. I just have one of these Crest Noticeably White strips. These don't make my teeth sensitive like the professional version of the white strips do. Here are some eye drops. These are the Redness Relief Fast Acting Formula from Murine Plus. I think I got these from the dollar store. It worked fine, but I'm down to here. Even though they're not expired, I don't keep my eye drops for over like a month and a half, just because after you use them for so long, the tip isn't sterile anymore, no matter how careful you are. So just be careful with your eye drops. And then the final item, Bed Bath & Beyond Wickless Ambiessence Fragrance Wax Cubes. That is what the front of it looks like. This is the Caribbean Sands one. It smells fantastic. I have 2 main scents that I pick up from Bed Bath & Beyond, and I use the 20% off coupons. Anyway, that is it for me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.